KGUN-9 on your side first warning weather.
Well, warm has been the word for the last few nights around here, and it's because we have temperatures being recorded like this at this hour. 96 degrees at the airport right now, 40 degrees on the dew point. So that's key in our forecast for tonight, because remember, the last several nights we've been up into the 50s. Well, with a drier dew point, or a lower dew point rather, we are going to see some drier conditions moving in, which will allow those temperatures to drop a little bit more overnight tonight. And here's what it looks like as far as the almanac goes. If you want to keep track, we made it to 100 degrees once again this afternoon in Tucson, and the average high on this date is 94 degrees. 76 was our overnight low last night. 68's the average low for this date, and we have been hot around most of the region today. Back up to 107 degrees in Phoenix, 77 in Show Low, 90 degrees in Sierra Vista. Let's talk about Phoenix just a little bit, because some numbers were released from the National Weather Service in Phoenix today. And if you figure June, July, and August, this was the hottest summer ever in Phoenix. Yeah, because that average high temperature was 95.1 degrees when you average the low and the high together. Now, the average high was 106, just over it. That ranked 5th on the list, and the average low, 83.7 degrees, which also ranked 1st on the list for this summer. So it was really hot in Phoenix. Well, here's what it looks like on the radar and satellite picture this evening. Not much to show you to the west, but we did see just a few isolated showers and thunderstorms over extreme eastern Graham County into central Greenlee County. All of that activity is now moving into western New Mexico. So it looks like a pretty quiet night is in store for us across southeastern Arizona. But we also want to talk about all the heavy rain in Mexico. One of the systems that continues to affect the west coast or west side of Mexico is Manuel, and it just hasn't been able to move much. One of the reasons is because of this persistent pattern that we've had right here over Arizona. It's not allowing any motion here much in the atmosphere, so that rain is just sitting there in one place. Now, one good thing about this is we're going to try and work some of that moisture up into eastern Arizona as we head on into the weekend, but not for tomorrow. It's still going to be pretty hot and dry out there for most of us. Maybe not quite as hot as we've been, with temperatures into the 90s and some low 100s showing up west of Tucson. 74 degrees for an overnight low tonight in Tucson. And here we go through your 7-day forecast. We're going to keep it under 100 degrees. However, on Saturday, well, that's when we try and squeeze a little bit of that moisture into the area, and we're going to put some thunder showers in the forecast for the higher elevations. Now, here in Tucson, we might see a sprinkle or two. I wouldn't be rushing to get the rain gear out just yet. And if you want to cool off, head up to the high country. Mount Lemmon highs in the upper 60s. All
righty, very toasty, very dry out there today.
Yeah, it is. And you can feel it today. It was much drier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, staying with this trend, double trouble for Mexico right now. Hurricane Ingrid and Tropical Storm Manuel make